accounts, if you look at the 2026 New York Mets season, it has been a disaster. I know as I am recording this, they're down to the Yankees 3-0. And I got some news. And technically, this is good news for you Met fans out there. It could be worse. Imagine if you guys extended EDWIN Diaz and paid him a record-breaking amount of money to be your closer. And why would that be a bad thing? Well, we know that he has been on the IL for a bit now, and it's going to remain that way because he's going to miss extensive time recovering from surgery to remove loose bodies in his elbow. Not ideal. But what's made the situation worse? Cockfighting? He's now implicated in a cockfighting ring down in Puerto Rico. Oh, we're going to talk about this on the baseball report. So, as I said, the Yankees are up 3-0 on the Mets. But I got to talk about this because I saw this today. I read about it, and I'm like, okay. I don't know if I want to do a video on this, but I might as well talk about it. And reading about this, and I'll read you the whole thing. And this is from the USA Today. Let me see. What he said over here. And it says, the Puerto Rico Cockfighting Club invites all enthusiasts to a special match and a grand tribute to one of our island's greatest sources of pride. A tribute to the Puerto Rican star and cockfighter, Edwin Sugar Diaz. All right, there's some quotes and details from the story that seems made up. And one example of it is that he thanks God that cockfighting is legal in Puerto Rico. And it's something that he's followed and loved ever since he was a kid. You know, I get it. Because in Puerto Rico, and I know my older sister, long time ago, actually dated or was in a relationship with a Puerto Rican. And they used to talk about the cockfighting over there. You know, it's part of what they love in Puerto Rico. But maybe hold off on waxing poetic about chickens battling to the death for sport and money. And here's a little fun fact about cockfighting in Puerto Rico, and I actually read this in the article that I saw this morning. It's not legal, like Diaz says. And since 2019, it has been illegal. And now as I read more and more about this, it does seem cockfighting falls into more of a gray area in terms of legality. And it's technically against the law, but something that's too often enforced. Now, I thought this next part here was 100% fake, and it was from a parody account. One of his roosters was down and out, only to come back and win. And Diaz, you know, he compared it to when he comes in the ninth inning and nails a save. And he talked about it. And you can actually see this in an interview that he did with the Dodgers, you know, talking to somebody about it. And I understand, like I said, I know you love cockfighting. And you like it so much, I'm almost expecting one of those quotes like the Tiger apologist gave to defend his love for driving where they suggested he feels in control and at home behind the wheel. Imagine Diaz said something like that about a cockfighting arena. Oh, wait. He actually did, believe it or not. Now, when it comes to Major League Baseball, I wonder if he's going to face any punishment for this. Now, this goes under the control of animal cruelty. And I'll say it, ever since, the whole Michael Vick thing, the whole dog fighting, it never sits easy with me. And I'm saying this because I love pets. Hell, I own a cat, for God's sakes. And if there's animal cruelty, if I hear anything about it, it's something that I will go off on. But can they come down on him here? Well, he just blames all of the quotes on his translator and have that person take the blame. It seems like that's what the Dodgers, they love to do these days. But for any other team out there, this is your prize closer. And he's dealing with these off the field issues. And that is going to be a backbreaker and a true setback for the season. But for the Dodgers, it's going to be like a small bump in the road. And you know that they're going to overcome it. If they need more pitching at the deadline, you know that they're going to be aggressive. And as long as they have Ohtani, the rest will figure itself out. That's why I've called this team the NWO Dodgers. They always find a way to win. They always come up with a plan B. So that's just my thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys think down below in this video. Until then, I'm out, guys. Deuces.